Hey you guys, welcome back. If you guys are new here, my name is Lauren. I am a nurse and I love reviewing cruelty-free, science-backed skincare. I love researching products, ingredients. I just want to see the products that are backed by data. Like, don't give me a mask that has blueberries in it and tell me it's gonna break my melasma. Like, no, it's not happening. So I love discovering new products, things that are gonna work for my skin, and I found some really great new products. Some were PR, some were purchased by myself. Lots of great new finds. The sunscreen that I talked about before, but I rediscovered it, this new essence, and this salicylic acid cleanser that has not dried out my skin. It's the first one that actually feels hydrating. I also have the new Kopari moisturizer that I wanted to talk about, a new toner from Pharmacy, lots of fun new skincare finds. So let's just go ahead and get right into it because we have lots to chat about here today. All right, so first off, oh my gosh, this sunscreen that I've re-fallen in love with. It's one of my favorites. It's so moisturizing and just hydrating on the skin. But this is by Biosense. This is their Squalene and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. This is an SPF of 40, broad spectrum. You're gonna get your UVA, UVB coverage, and it's all mineral. So you're gonna get that full UVA protection. So I really appreciate that. And I rediscovered this. I reviewed it when it first came out, but I don't know, I guess I was reaching more for my Purito sunscreens. I love this Centella Unscented. The difference between the two though, this is a mineral sunscreen, but it gives that same lotion-like consistency without the heavy cast, and you still get that moisturizing feel. It's your moisturizer and SPF in one, which I love. I mean, most SPFs can double as a moisturizer because you're gonna have your same, moisturizing properties. This has squalene in here, which is a skin identical ingredient, which gives your skin the bounce, the plumpness. So I just love that ingredient for my dry skin. So I love seeing that in here. Now, the one thing about this product, it does leave a slight cast, a little bit more than the Purito does, but it does kind of dissipate down. So I'll put it on my hand so you can see. So you can see as compared to my other hand without the sunscreen, there is a little bit of a cast, but not too bad. And you see that dewy sheen that it leaves on the skin. It's so moisturizing and it just makes your skin look healthy and youthful and just hydrated, which I love. And it just feels so good on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy, really lightweight, and again, I love that it doubles as a moisturizer. So not a brand new release from them, but I wanted to give it some more love because I had been reaching for it. So yeah, I've been loving that. And then this first cleanser, oh my gosh, one of the most refreshing cleansers I've used recently. So this is the Keep the Peace Acne Calming Cream Cleanser. This has blue tansy, which is an antioxidant. It's great for calming the skin. And then it also has salicylic acid, which we know is a BHA that's going to target those deep pores. It's really going to unclog those pores of all those oils, dirt, and grime. It really works well at just degunking the skin. I had the most painful breakout about a week or two ago. It was this deep pimple. It almost felt like a bruise on the face. There was no whitehead yet. It was just deep down into the skin. I'm like, this is going to take forever to get rid of. I actually tried Verse spot treatment. That didn't work initially. I tried it for a few days. They have this new sulfur spot treatment. Wasn't seeing a difference. But then I started to use the cleanser with the next product I'm about to talk about. And I really just targeted the cleanser on my chin, but I also used it on the remainder of my face, which I was a little hesitant about because salicylic acid can be a little bit drying on my skin. I do have extra dry skin, sometimes a little bit sensitive as well. But it felt so refreshing on the skin, and I always just had that clean feeling. It eliminated the little white, not really milia, I think it was just clogged sebum that I had around my nose. Just really degunked my face, and the breakout went away within a few days. And I attribute it to this cleanser and this toner right here. Amazing, so refreshing and hydrating, which is the thing that impressed me most about this. My two other favorite acne cleansers are by The Body Shop and also by Cosrx. They both have tea tree oil in them. I love tea tree oil. It's the one essential oil that has good research behind it as when it comes to fighting acne. But they're a gel formulation, and they weren't really stripping, but I didn't get the hydration I wanted from them. So this is gonna be my new acne fighting cleanser. It's so hydrating, so refreshing on the skin. You get that clean feel. Love this. Verse did a great job with this formulation. I will definitely repurchase this. I'm so excited about this. Like I said, as somebody with dry skin, it's been really hard for me to find an acne treatment that doesn't just completely dry out my skin. So I'm really excited about this one. So thank you to Verse for sending this out. And then next up, I wanted to try out the Kopari Coconut Water Moisture Cream. This intrigued me because it was only $25 from Ulta. I feel like a lot of moisturizers these days, if they're not in the drugstore aisle, they're at least, over $50. So I was pretty excited about this. There's no remarkable anti-agers in here, but just nice hydrators, nice emollient ingredients. We have propanediol in here, glycerin, squalene is also in here, shea butter, sodium hyaluronate, so really nice hydrators. Now the one thing about this, unfortunately, this does have a ton of fragrance in here. It has a strong, almost like a rose smell to it, and at first it didn't bother me. I didn't get any irritation from it. It felt so nice and, like I said, refreshing on the skin. But I used it after a strong exfoliant, and oh my gosh, did this burn my skin. So you really just have to be careful with this, especially if you're sensitive, if you have an intact skin barrier, and if you're just looking for hydration. I think it would be great because it leaves such a dewy, pretty finish to the skin, and it's so hydrating and lightweight. So it's a really nice moisturizer for 25 bucks. Unfortunately, you know, I'm not always a fan of fragrance. I just wish sometimes they would leave it out, but I wanted to give it a go, and I did really appreciate the nice moisture this gave my skin. Just the plumpness and hydration I was super impressed with. It feels like a high-end moisturizer. So yeah, nice price on this, and I really like the moisture and hydration. So along with the Burst Cleanser, when I had that breakout, I did use this Pharmacy Deep Sweep 2% BHA Pore Cleaning Toner. The brand did send this out to me. This release, I put this aside because I tried the moisturizer first. It's the Daily Greens moisturizer. I hated it. It was so drying on my skin. It gave this like false dewiness initially, but then my skin just felt dry and tight, and it smelled like a straight citronella candle, and it was just, the smell was too intense. But so this I didn't really reach for, I put aside, but when I had that breakout, I'm like, you know what, let's give it a go. But this felt so gentle on the skin, and it did the job. This is fragrance-free, essential oil-free, and there's nice gentle exfoliators in here like lactic acid, and you also have, obviously, your salicylic acid is high up on the list, but it's still balanced out nicely with other gentle antioxidants. There's skin identical ingredients in here like arginine, a really nice soothing ingredient, just nice things in here. I'm kind of sad I put this to the side for a while. I do really like this, so excited about this one, especially if you have acne prone skin and oily skin. I think it would be a nice degunking toner. It's just really great. And then I have this new essence that I've been loving. I don't think it'll replace my Claire's unscented essence, but I don't know, this one's pretty good. It gives my skin the most glowy finish. But this is by Wishtrend. This is their Quad Active Boosting Essence. So Wishtrend is actually another Korean skincare website, kind of along the same lines as YesStyle. But I've been using this over the last month, and I have been so impressed by the extra glow this gives my skin, and my skin feels just extra, I don't know, hydrated and bouncy in the morning after using this. An essence is, I don't know, it's not really an essential skincare step. I don't think you really need it, but I do feel like when I'm not using it, I miss an essence. And anytime I'm feeling extra dry, it's just that extra boost of moisture that I love applying to my skin. It's just so satisfying. But this is, they call it a Quad Active Boosting Essence because it has 4 active ingredients, I guess, in here. But it looks like the main ones in here that they're touting is this willow bark extract, which we know is actually a natural alternative to salicylic acid. So you're going to get some good, you know, exfoliation from this. And then also the propolis extract, which is a pretty amazing ingredient. There's not a lot of research on it, but there's some promising studies on its wound healing capabilities. Really nice anti-inflammatory ingredient. And the next day, I have to insert this little video I took of my skin. It just looked so glowy and hydrated, and just, I don't know, there was this nice dewy finish to my skin. I loved it. A lot of the times I'll have, you know, this redness around my nose. I don't know why, I guess I'm just more sensitive around my nose area, and it really does calm that down. So I really like this, and it's in a glass bottle. It feels kind of extra special, and like it's an expensive product, but the price is really great on this. So yeah, I'm excited about this essence. And then last but not least, I finally picked up The Ordinary's Lactic Acid 10% solution. I've always talked about their 5%. I always thought it was nice and gentle, but you still got that nice exfoliating action. I never really thought like I needed a more intense concentration of the lactic acid, but I'll tell you what, this does the job. It resurfaces the skin in the most gentle way. They call it a peeling formulation, which kind of scared me at first. I'm like, oh gosh, am I gonna get peeling and redness, irritation? But it is so gentle. You just wake up the next day with the most brightest skin ever, and it gives almost like a hydrated look. Now, lactic acid is a larger molecule as compared to, say, glycolic acid, so you actually get some hydrating effects, and it doesn't actually sink as deeply into your skin as glycolic acid does. So it's a nice gentle chemical exfoliant. It's just such a nice formulation. It's nice and watery. It feels like you're packing in the hydration as you apply it. It sinks into the skin nicely. Like I said, no redness, no irritation. You do get a slight little tingle from it, which I always say I love that tingle because I feel like it's actually doing something. And I love that it's a nice short and sweet ingredient list. You have some calming and hydrating agents in here as well. You have the hyaluronic acid, and you also have this, what do you call it? The Tasmanian pepper. It's a shrub living under harsh conditions in the mountains of Australia. And apparently it has anti-inflammatory, anti-allergenic, and antimicrobial properties. So it's just such a nice, well thought out serum. It's beautiful on the skin. It does the job. It brightens, which is my favorite part about this. Soothing. Your face feels so smooth the next day. You really feel like it's like renewing and resurfacing your skin, which I love. The Ordinary products are just always so well formulated. I'm just obsessed. All right guys, so that concludes it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I think out of all the products, the thing I'm most excited for is the Ordinary's lactic acid. Like, oh gosh, the brightness you get from this, you just cannot beat it. And then also the Versed cream cleanser. Like, finally an acne product that actually hydrates my skin and it's effective. Yes, thank you, Versed. And yeah, that is it for me today. I did want to also include a makeup mention. I think I might do this in all my skincare videos now, but I wanted to give some love to this new Smashbox Halo all-in-one tinted moisturizer. I'm wearing it today. It has SPF of 25 in it. It looks like it's a combination chemical and mineral sunscreen. I'm not getting any kind of white cast, and it just gives the most beautiful dewy sheen to the skin. Do you see that shine? But it's not too shiny, too oily. If you have dry skin, I think you will love this moisturizer. I'm very excited about this, and it's the perfect amount of coverage. I would even argue that it's medium coverage. It is covering my melasma. I only put concealer underneath my eyes, which, by the way, I don't have it in front of me. The Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer paired really well with this. But I love the lightweight feel, that glow, that little nice sheen it gives to the skin without looking oily. I just love that extra dewiness. So yeah, I'm really liking this. It feels lightweight. Just wanted to give a little shout out to Smashbox there. I got that through Influencer, so that was PR. But okay, that is it for me today. Thank you guys again for watching. Let me know if you guys have any new skincare finds that you've been really excited for. Are there any new skincare releases that you want me to review? I'd be happy to. Just let me know. And thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.